Hello there. In this video I'd like to talk a bit about the new kill team and the joint ops mission pack that's in the new core book. Also going to touch very briefly on hivestorm, and as you may know, I'm a big fan of acolytes. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe or comment. If you are subscribed to my channel, then you'll know that I've enjoyed playing Kill Team Acolyte by Fodzilla. I'll link this in the description, or just do a search for Acolyte, Kill Team Acolyte or acolytegame. It's you'll find it soon enough. I've always enjoyed the narrative element to Warhammer, and the backgrounds to Necromunda and Acolyte are pretty similar. Basically, you can make it anything you want it to be. Now, the Joint Ops mission pack in the core book looks to be simple to play and probably pretty simple to expand on as well. Now, the Joint Ops mission pack in the core book looks to be pretty simple to play, probably pretty simple to expand on as well. It's known as player versus environment, PvE. The game is the same if you play co-op or solo. If you play co-op, you split the team. You're still one player for the purpose of the game, even with two halves of different kill teams. I think at this point it's important to remember that it's your game, and these rules are a starting point for how you want to play that. And there's nobody that can really tell you that you're doing it wrong, and which path you're going to take. That's up to you. With regards to NPOs, the non-player operatives, there are two kinds: melee or shooting, and then three tiers in each category, from a basic trooper, a mid-range warrior, and then a heavy brawler or marksman. Looking at these pictures here, it's up to you what you decide to do, but the basic troopers can be anything from poxwalker to maybe like a guardsman, mid-range being an orc or another melee focused demon or necron, or a warrior like an elite troop or a Eldari defender. And then the heavy, best suited as a marine equivalent, or maybe something a bit bigger. So for each model you can pick the stats that fit the model that you want to play the best, or just make up based on the data cards. You could choose one of the NPOs to be a leader, and then up them a level to heavy to reflect this. With regards to the behaviours of each model, it's pretty simple but effective AI. A brawler will concentrate on charging and fighting, and the marksman will concentrate on moving and shooting. Both will favour the wounded model, so to kill the easiest to kill. If killing something is not an option, then they'll move to get into a good position so they can kill next turn round. My suggestion on the issue of not knowing how to allocate dice in close combat is to decide on the operative and the situation. So looking back on this page, if it's a mindless poxwalker, then never parry, put all the hits through. However, if it's a marine attacking you, you could parry, so to inflict the most damage whilst remaining alive. I'd suggest to decide how each operative will behave. Obviously a demon is probably going to behave differently to a marine or an elite warrior. So decide how they're going to behave before the game starts, or at least before you roll any combat dice. That way it keeps the danger element alive, and it says you should always go with the option that would be the worst outcome for your kill team. I think that's fair enough. With the missions, there's 3 simple missions to get you started. A little bit of suggested fluff, but easy to add your own or to string them together. So breach is kill all the enemies to win mission. Sabotage is a taps 3 points mission, bit like maybe loot or something like that. And then the last one in this series anyway is escape, where you need to cross the board and off the drop zone to win. It's also easy to play other missions in the Hivestorm book, so these are quite narrative missions in here, and a link together with a little bit of changing around, a little bit of adapting. You'll be able to get them to work quite well. Now, I think it's going to be exciting to see how this can be expanded. So you've got the different types of mission, but then not only that, you could have different data cards for specific operatives, and then add random elements in there as well, a bit like some of the strategical firefight ploys for the enemies might come up. One of the missions that uses the dead NPOs as reinforcements, which I think is quite good. Now, with Kill Team Acolyte, you had a card deck for events such as collapses of terrain or extra enemies arriving, as well as finding items, objectives, etc. I mean, I think it'd be quite interesting to play from the other side of one of these games. So maybe like a horde of gene stealers trying to stop a squad of non-player space marines from escaping from a space hulk. Yeah. Now, with a little bit of work, you can create any scenario you want, link games together, and become your own dungeon master if you like, telling the story as you go. Now, unlike Acolyte, you don't create your own characters and level up with increased stat lines and equipment, but you could easily adapt that, give yourself an extra wound for each mission that one of your guys wins in, and I'm quite interested to use a servo sentry as an NPO, but again, if you want to, nothing's going to stop you from combining kill teams and making your own characters. So again, remember that this is a game. Joint Ops is a game that you'll be in charge of. Yeah, you're going to be playing it by yourself or with a friend at home, and there'll be no tournament officials or such telling you that something can't be done. If you try something and it's unbalanced or really doesn't make sense, you just change it for the next time. So, yeah, in summary, I guess, I'm excited to see where GW is going to take Joint Ops, and also what the community will make of it. I'd also like to make my own missions and stories, maybe post videos of those as I go. So, wrap this up. Please, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more content on solo games. Comment below on what you think of Joint Ops, where you see it going in the future, what kind of missions you'd like to see GW or third parties make of it, and how would you improve it, or do you think that GW has gotten it just right? Okay, so bye for now, and I hope you watch my content again. Thank you.